This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is
Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Not Your Advisor with NYU Grad on Friday, July 25th. Hope you had a great week. Let's jump right into the weekend. I'm recording this at 3:20 New York time, so this data is not as of close, but close enough because there's a tremendous lack of volume today. I'm talking July 4th week holiday type action. If you don't believe me, I'll just cite the volume numbers on the SPY. Obviously, SPY is not the whole market, but it's a good barometer. We had 38 million shares traded as of 3:20 p.m. versus 69 million average daily traded, and that average daily keeps falling. The markets are up. They're low volume, melting up as we speak. Dow is up 224 points or 0.5%. The NASDAQ is up 85 points or 0.4%. And the S&P is up 31 or 0.5%. Looking at new highs on the NYSE, we had 842 versus 99 new lows. 56% advanced versus 41% decline today, 25% below the 50 and 35% below the 200-day moving average. Taking a quick look at mega caps, Tesla was up the most in Mag 7 land, up 3.2%. Microsoft was up 1.2%, and Google was up almost 0.5%. The rest are kind of muted. Speaking of which, Apple is up barely 0.02%, Nvidia up 0.05%. It was red earlier. Meta was up 0.11%. So kind of timid action outside of Tesla and Microsoft today. But taking a quick look at sector analysis, every sector was green for the week ended. For the one-day performance today, industrials led the way to the upside, almost up 1%. Consumer cyclical up 0.5%. Financials and tech up about 0.48%. Basic materials up 0.34%. Healthcare up 0.3%. To the downside, leading, you had energy down 0.14%, communication services down 0.12%, real estate down 0.11%. It really felt like a nothing burger type of day, but I do want to warn you all about some of these red flags that I'm seeing. I'm not saying we're going to crash. I'm just letting you know that there are a lot of red flags out there to indicate we are very overbought and complacent. The giant mindless robot that Michael Green has coined is at work busy buying stocks. Make sure you subscribe to Michael Green's Substack. Very important work that he's doing over there. I'll link it in the show notes. Just a couple of things that are pointing to some red flags outside of all the charts I shared yesterday with, the Warren Buffett indicator, etc. But I'll just bullet point this. By the way, the CNN Fear and Greed Index is at extreme greed right now. It can go higher from 75 reading to 100, but we'll see. But just some bullet points that I wrote down on a piece of paper. Students are falling delinquent on their loans. It's now impacting their credit scores, by the way. Housing is stuck between unaffordability and borrowers being locked into lower rates that they secured back when. 1 in 4 Americans make less than $25,000 annually in the U.S. That's less than a living wage. Public and private debts are at all-time highs. The Buffett indicator, which is the Wilshire 5000 to GDP ratio, has never been higher in its history. Gold is outperforming stocks. Not many people even know that. The US dollar has fallen, or the DXY, if you look at the chart, it's fallen 12% this year since January. Markets still print new highs each day. And with the best economy in the world, our president is demanding lower rates, while the deficit and interest payments accrue each day. Uh, it'll be interesting to see if the bond markets allow for yields to fall even if the Fed cuts rates. The last time the Fed cut rates, if you recall, real interest rates rose. And then lastly, global tensions along with shooting wars are growing. And I think we've seen this movie before. We're going to continue to melt up until we don't. But just be on your toes, please. I digress. Profitable NASDAQ companies making new highs. There were 18 today, including names like NVIDIA, Palantir, Microsoft, Broadcom, eBay.
We can't forget that this is just a small taste of the in-depth analysis that Not Your Advisor provides. They don't just throw numbers at you. They connect the dots, find those hidden trends, and help you understand what's driving the markets.
If you want the full picture, you got to check out the full Not Your Advisor episode.
Don't forget to subscribe to notyouradvisor.com.
And all their premium content. I mean, it's like having a direct line to what's really going on in the market.
It is. It really is. They cut through all the BS and give you the kind of info that you just won't find anywhere else.
Think about this. Investing is all about making decisions that work for you and your goals. You're the one in control.
Not Your Advisor can give you the map, but you choose where you want to go.
And with that empowering thought, we'll sign off. Happy investing.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.